Hello, everyone. Welcome to week one of our new game called Brick Heart. For week one, we're going to be focusing on creating the intro screen and then the paddle. So, to go ahead and start, we're going to go ahead and open up our game setup, which has this brick sprite. Leave that alone. We don't need to do anything for that for right now. That's going to be later on during the upcoming weeks. We're going to go ahead and hover over the Choose a Sprite and click on the Paint tool. We're going to go ahead and rename this intro screen. And once we're done, we're going to go ahead and create our intro screen. Now, this part is based off of what you guys want to do, so try to think about the theme that you guys want your game to be. Even though it's called Brick Heart and there's a theme for it, doesn't mean you have to follow that same theme that we started off with. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So for, let's say, an example for my theme, I'm going to use electricity as an example. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to create my backdrop so I can go ahead and play around with this. So I'm just going to start off by clicking on my rectangle tool. I'm going to remove my outline, and I'm going to go ahead and use a color yellow that I want to use for this. I'm going to make a big box over it. Okay, making sure that I'm able to cover everything. I'm actually going to go ahead and make this into a gradient, and I'm going to hide this just so that it looks a little bit light. Then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I create some type of art for the background of my piece, my title, and a button. That's the main things that we want to go ahead and have for our intro screen. So since, again, my theme is thunder, I'm going to go ahead and make a lightning bolt. So I'm going to use my square tool. I'm going to go ahead and make a long rectangle. I'm going to use the reshape tool. I'm going to click on one of the dots and just delete it so that it ends at a point. And then I'm just going to go ahead and then change what I have here. So I'm going to add 2 dots here, and then the next dot I'm just going to go ahead and move. I'm going to go ahead and make this a point. I'm going to go ahead and make this a point as well. And I'm just going to continue adding some points here and there until I form what I want for my lightning bolt. Okay. Once I'm happy with what I have, because I made this see-through, I can go ahead and move this into the back and kind of have that. Then I'm going to use my text tool, and I want to go ahead and pick my font that I want to go ahead and use. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and pick the color I want to use for it, and then have my title. So I'm going to call this Brick Thunder. I'm going to go ahead and make this a bit bigger so that it's easier to see. And I'm also going to go ahead and add an outline to this. Make it black, just so it's a little bit bigger. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and now add my play button. So I'm just going to use a similar color to this. I'm just going to make a circle. Again, I can play around with the shape of this circle by using the reshape tool and changing it to what I would want. But that's up to you guys. I'm going to go back to my text tool, pick a different color, and then type in play. I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger. Not that right right here. So you guys can take your time adding in other decorations and other stuff that you guys want to add for your intro screen. Just remember to have the title for your game, some sort of a background that's going to be behind your title, and then the play button that you want to have as well. Once you're done with this, we're going to go ahead and move on to coding.